Hello bookish friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. And this is my March TBR. It is for a readathon, that is the whole month of March. It is season-a-thon. This one is spring into reading-a-thon. So all what you really need is to make a bingo. I have some of the prompts written down that I could do. I don't have the board. I would have to pull that up on my computer, and I'm in my room. My computer's not in here. So I picked several books that could work for several prompts. I'm not going to go over what they're about. Whatever reading vlog I do, I'm going to at least try to get a bingo. Maybe there's one or two, so maybe I'll try to get 2 bingos. Maybe I'll get a blackout. I don't know. We will see. So, spring cleaning, read a book that has been collecting dust. I have a lot of them. It's been collecting dust. So I have Anna Marie and the Fox has been collecting dust for a year. This one has been collecting dust. 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 And, oh crud, I lost my spot in my notebook. Oh, okay, I didn't. I'm just gonna put my notebook down there. And then Anastasia has definitely been collecting dust since Christmas, the end of December in 2022, and we're in 2024. So I've had books that kind of, for that prompt, that can work for other prompts, but also at least that sat on my shelves for 2 years. I have other books that's probably been here on longer, but I'm trying to get what I'm still really interested in reading soon. I think I've done unhaul, so these are the ones I'm still interested in reading. Probably should go over what I really want to read with the rest of the books I haven't picked up yet. Now, the next prompt is New Beginnings. Read the first book in a series. Now, I read this book before, but this whole trilogy would work with many prompts. So I could read Pumpkins and Stubbs. I can read Snow White and Her Huntress. It's a duology, and the second book comes out in February, so I could read this one. The bookmarks are where I started to read and put down because I was just not in a reading mood. I could read Delilah Green Does Not Care. It's a companion series. This one, The Orc and Her Bride, it says it's the first book. I've checked Goodreads, I've checked Amazon. It just still says this book one, so we'll see. Now, for the other one of these, where is it? I think it's over here. I can read a Stepmother Mentioned Volume 1, which for a manga that's from one of those sites that has color, that has a lot of episodes, and I've read most of it, but it would be reading it in the physical format and then just continuing on with the series because I have not continued on. So I just decided once I saw that they were printing them to just continue on with the series. So the next one is Wet T-shirt Contents. Read a smutty book. So I think Sophie Lark, Anastasia, would definitely cover that. We have His Darkest Craving by Tiffany Robert. I did try to pick small books as well, to be realistic. I don't know. I think those two, or whatever I listen, an audiobook, or I have small little novellas, that can work for that as well. Okay. What is the next prompt? Road trip. Listen to an audiobook. I have Audible, I have Libby, so whatever kind of suits my fancy, I would say that works for that prompt. I have nothing currently that I would like on my audiobook TBR. I'm just going to try to finish what I have, and then, because I only have 9 more hours in my last one, and I would like to finish that before I get into March. So the next prompt after that, Let It Shine. Read a cozy book or a book you will think that will make you happy. Honestly, I have enjoyed this series. My Gently Raised Beast. I know that would make me happy. I know rereading Pumpkins and Stubbs. Sorry, I just had to stop that because a clip from the TV aired. So I think the one I was telling you about was Stormy Weather. Read a book that intimidates you. I would say this. I've had this for 2 years. It's sat on my shelf. The size, I mean, I know I love Anastasia, but that's a good chunker. And I have not, sorry for the mess, read a big book. I mean, I guess my reread of ACOTAR could intimidate me because I need to reread that to basically continue with the Crescent City, start the Crescent City series, because I heard to read Silver and Flames. So I think the next one of that is A Court of Mist and Fury. I haven't written down what I have to read. That is pretty big too, and that would intimidate me. So the next one is Spring Fashion. Read a book with a beautiful cover. Well, there's no limited options. I mean, any of Popkins and Stubbs covers by Carl. Let me see if it says his name. By Carl Manford. His covers are really cool. They're beautiful. I love this. It's shiny. Cute. So any of these books on this with me right now could work for that because I find them very beautiful. So the next one is read a past season-a-thon book / author. Since I have not done season-a-thon last year because of a reading slump timing, I could read Love Theatrically, and I could read Thief of Sorrows by Christine M. Long. So I have those two, and I could just read from the author if I don't have time to, the authors, if I don't have time to read that book, any of those books. But I think it's manageable. So far, these books that I've put can go for many prompts, so they are manageable. April Showers, read a book that will make you sad. I don't know what book would make me sad. Well, I have one on the top of my head, but I would have to reread a bunch of manga volumes. There's many, 6 manga Naruto books volumes that I read that physically made me cry. Other than that, on the top of my head, I could not tell you what book would make me sad. Any one of these could, I read it and just count it for that prompt. It could be sad because I was disappointed because I didn't like the book. And yeah, I guess that could count. Read a book with a green cover. Well, I have some, but majority this one would work. I don't have a solid book that has green on the cover though. I mean, that has green. That has some green. I'm just going to say with green on the cover, so I guess any one of these books that has green on the cover could work for that prompt. So the next prompt after that is self-care, take a day for yourself. Honestly, just maybe not focusing on anything and just binging a show would be my self-care day. A show that I need to get caught up with. Something like that where I don't have to spend physical energy on a day off would be perfect. Prom Queen, read a popular book. I know this book is really popular. This was popular in December. I know this had some good hype to it. I mean, any of these books could, well, any ones I just showed you. I know this was oh, I lost my place. It's okay. I have to restart anyway. This was really popular when it came out. So, read the group book is Shadow the Fox. I own a physical copy, and I read it years ago. I don't know where I put it. I don't know if it got unhauled when I moved. I'm just going to read it off Libby and then continue on with the series. I know I liked it, and I would like to reread it and finish the series. So, spring forward, read the next book in a series, and we have options. I could read the next book in Popkins and Stubbs. I have 2 books I could read for that. I could read A Court of Mist and Fury. I can read My Gently Raised Beast. I could read the other manga series that I have sequels coming for the end of the month. I could read the second Stepmother's Mention, Volume 2. I have options with this TBR. Alright, Love is in the Air, read a romance. This is 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 a romance. So, majority of the books on this TBR are romances. Okay. Over the Rainbow. Read a retelling. I have 3. I could read this past season-a-thon book. I heard it's a retelling. I might need to watch, because I think it's a retelling, but I don't know of what. This is a retelling of Snow White. And then this is a retelling of Anastasia. So those are 3 possible retellings that I could read. Now, spring break, read a book with a beach setting. I don't honestly have one on the top of my head that has a beach setting. I mean, I might read one of these and see if they have a beach setting. Maybe one of the Sophie Popkins and Stubbs has a beach setting. It's been so long since I've read them. Okay. The next prompt is refresh your TBR, buy yourself a new book. I have a pre-order coming out on March 26th, so that works. All right, friendship bracelets. Have a friend pick a book for you. I might just do past. Like, my sister read this and recommended it. I mean, this was really popular on JD Ray Reed's channel. That's how I got this, and it's a good reread, and she recommends it, so I could count that. I don't know. I could just pick a book my sister recommended. I have a bunch on my Kindle I could use for that prompt. Women's March. Read a book featuring a strong female protagonist. Now, I think out of those, with what I currently have, these 2, maybe even this would work. I would have to read it and see like what the book would count for a prompt. So after that, we have Flower Power. Read a book with flowers on the cover. We have a lot of options of that. We have Raiders of the Lost Ark has flowers. The Orc and Her Bride has white flowers. We have Delilah Green Doesn't Care. She's got flower tattoos. She's got those flowers on that tree. We have Anna Maria and the Fox has flowers. So we are good on that option. The next one is Read Like an Aries. Read a book under 250 pages. I will read a novella I have on my Kindle because I have a whole novella series that I'm reading. So it'll be kind of good to get another motivation to get another one of those knocked out. Spring Court. Read a book with royalty. I have 2. Well, this could count too because the main character is a princess. We have this one, Snow White is a princess, and Anastasia is a princess. So those books can count for those prompts. Then we have, there was one that I did not write down, the song lyric one, that I know I would not even have the energy to go for it. And then I think the last one I've written down is Tiny Umbrellas, Drink Your Favorite. So I think I got cut off at Tiny Umbrellas, so that I think I got cut off 2 times in this video. That's not bad compared to my other videos, how many times I get cut off. So Tiny Umbrellas, Drink Your Favorite Ice Drink would be iced lemonade or an iced coffee. So that is all the possible books I could be reading for this, plus the group book. So in total, these books can count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with the group book, because I have the other Popkins and Stubbs on here as well that I did not show. I think all of these would count for any one of these prompts. I might not read any of them. I might just get one bingo, do one vlog, but other than that, I think this is a good manageable, well, not really manageable. It's been a long time since I've physically read a lot of my physical TBR like this, but I think it's manageable as long as I can finish one bingo, and then I think if I finish one bingo, I might just read whatever the prompts I have left and go like that. I think it would be fun like that. It'd be a good way to get through some of these books and reread some of them as well. Well, that is it for my spring into reading-a-thon TBR. I hope March is productive. I at least hope have this video and 2 other videos come out. That's all I can count on. But I think it's good, and I think it will be fun, and I can't wait to dive into these books and hear what you guys are reading for spring into reading-a-thon. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.